Thanks for tuning in today. So, we are going to focus on, one of my favorites, the beginner golfer today in our live session here. And I know that from just tons of experience in working with beginner and early stage golfers that kind of that decision to purchase that first set of clubs can be a big one for so many reasons. I mean, just think about it. I mean, there's so many clubs. How many do I need? Which ones do I need? I've never really hit most of them. And so these are really daunting things. Not to mention, if you're brand new to golf or you haven't been around that environment, you can sometimes have a little bit of sticker shock, especially if you're speaking to or gathering information from well-intentioned people, but maybe they're not thinking, providing you with club information that's relevant to you as a beginner. Sometimes those price tags can be a little bit scary when you hear someone talk about the thousands of dollars that they've invested in their bag, as we call it as golfers. Well, fear not. You don't have to make that kind of investment to get started in golf, okay? And so we're going to get started with just letting you know why and how you can and maybe should, I want you to consider it. Of course, I can't tell you what to do. Why it might be a good idea to consider purchasing a set of clubs. So let's get started here. So now, today's objective, as I said, we're going to help beginner golfers using ladies clubs. Let me say this. Now, this information, what I'm talking about in general today, can be applicable to all human beings, okay? But today I'm really focusing on those ladies because sometimes that's a real challenge. And so we're going to give the ladies a little bit of love today and focus on the lady beginner golfer, okay? Now, before we begin, I want you to think about this. Again, I want you to invite you to have an open mind. If you're going like, Greta, I barely took a lesson, or I'm just getting started. I think I'm into this thing, but I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if I want to spend, that kind of money. But let me talk about a few reasons why you might want to consider investing in your own set of clubs. Okay. Why? First of all, convenience. I mean, not all instructors offer loaner clubs, right? And sometimes if they do, or even if the club or the facility where they teach it might not be a club or clubs that work for you. The shafts might be too stiff, they may be too long, a bunch of different things. So it becomes kind of a convenience factor and kind of a hit or miss in some ways as well, right? And we don't always want to deal with that. Number two, you can take all the lessons that you want. Let's just say you take a lesson once a week with your pro or your beginners group or however you're doing it. If you don't have clubs and you're borrowing clubs, you still can't practice. And we all know as golfers, practicing is really important as we develop those skills. We kind of need to bake that cake, right? And so when you have your own set that you can throw in the trunk or keep in the back of the truck or whatever the case may be, you get to practice at times that are convenient for you, not just hit balls during your learning time with your professional. Thirdly, mindset. There is something about having your own set of clubs that kind of just helps you to solidify and confirm yourself as a golfer. Sounds kind of silly, but it's true. When you have your own equipment, it's your equipment, right? You can change the grips if you want. You can put your name on them. You can do whatever. They're yours. And that, for many of us, helps to confirm that I'm a golfer. And, you can play golf anywhere, right? Once you have your own clubs, as you go, your clubs go. So it's one of those things. And kind of linked to that is that confidence to know that I have the tools to improve my skills right here in my hands, in my trunk, in my bag, right? So all of those things work together to kind of really, in my humble opinion, of course, lean toward encouraging you to really give consideration to making that initial investment. And I know, again, that can be daunting, but the good news is here that I've done the research because I know that it's daunting. And I wanted to share with you, these are 3 really good, amazing sets that I think if I can't do the math, I don't know, out of my current local students here, even beyond my local students I've worked with, people I've interacted with, I would probably say hundreds of ladies are playing with one of these sets at least. So trust these are tried and true that are going to work for you as a new developing golfer. So let's get into it, okay? Set number one. Now this set comes in at, let's just get down to it, $279. I'm not sure why I can't get that part to disappear. Uh-oh, let's go back forward. Hey, welcome to live. Here we go. This set comes in at $279, and it is the Wilson, there we go, the Wilson Profile SGI. Now, I'm trying to think, boy, this is one of my favorites. I really like this, and I've actually hit these clubs because they do come in that tall, and anyone knows me, I'm a pretty tall girl. I'm at 6 feet. So, but it's not about me. But these clubs are really solid and really sturdy and fun to play with. They are a game improvement club, which simply means that many of the standard features that are in every golf club, from the one that a beginner would play with to the one that the girls and the guys on the tour are playing with, they have accentuated those to make them a little bit more user-friendly. So there's a nice bigger sweet spot. The shafts, which is the long part of the club that we swing, right? It is nice and flexible and lightweight, so you can really get in the groove of swinging correctly, but feeling confident in that swing. Ease of the bag, as you can see there in the photo, it's a great backpack style golf bag with the stand. So that's great. So whether or not you choose to be a walking golfer, maybe your walk consists of pulling them out of the trunk and walking to the clubhouse, that's perfectly fine, but it's easy to put on. The whole bag loaded with clubs. Now, unless you decide to put 40 dozen golf balls in there and a bunch of other stuff, it's super lightweight and easy to work with, easy to play. This is one of my favorites. And particularly at that price point, it's not too objectionable for most people. Now, this one is really popular, I got to tell you. So let me say this. For all of the club sets that I'm discussing today, the links are right below in the description. And so check them out. Okay, these are good ones. They can show up right at your door from whatever retailer is listed there in a matter of days. Okay, now back to this set. One of the things that I love about it so much is that it's available in 3 women's height ranges, and that's not very common. As you see here, the 3 height ranges that it's available in are petite, which comes in for ladies that are between 4'11" and 5'3", standard 5'3" to 5'9", and then of course for the tall ladies out there, 5'9" to 6'1". So this is one of my favorites, the Wilson Profile SGI complete set. All right, on to the next one. Another one of my favorites, that's why it's here, I guess, right? The Top Flite 2020 XL complete set. Now, this complete set is awesome. You can see the picture right there. Comes in this great aqua color, but I also know that it comes in a pretty cool gray with a kind of periwinkle blue trim. So think about where it's aqua on here, it's kind of periwinkle blue, or maybe it's the reverse, excuse me. The bag is gray with the periwinkle blue trim. Either way, it's a nice option. The clubs are the same color, so it's just about the bag there. But this complete set comes with the driver, the 3-wood, a 5 hybrid, iron 6 through 9, a pitching wedge, and a putter. And the putter here is a blade putter, which means it's the nice, big, forgiving head that'll make it nice and easy for you to get those putts close to the hole. It also comes with an easy to carry dual strap stand bag. It doesn't show it in there, but it's kind of like, just like the picture of the Wilson one we just looked at. Nice stand. It's almost like a kickstand on a bike. You just press it down and those legs will pop right out. So if you're out there walking the course, again, if your walk consists of going from the car to the clubhouse, same rules apply, nice and easy. This set comes in with 2 options. Doesn't have the 3, which is hard. A lot of the clubs, frankly, don't come in that tall height for the ladies. But this one comes in the 2 women's heights of petite and standard, coming in at $299. Now, you see those asterisks down there. I'm just put the asterisk there because this probably won't last forever. But right now, at the link below, these clubs are on sale for about $50 off. Not everywhere, at the link below. And you can check that out if you don't believe me. But at the link below, $50 off as of today. So I encourage you, if you're shopping, check it out. Okay, that is the Top Flite 2020 XL complete set for ladies. All right. Number 3 of our amazing list is also by Top Flite. This set is called the Flawless 14-piece. Now, it comes with a few more clubs, and it's a little bit more, I'd say, probably, if you will, a little bit sturdier. I will say this, the one thing you'll notice here is that we see where it says the cart bag, where the others were a stand bag. So this bag is not for you if you plan on doing a lot of walking. I mean, you can carry it. It's just a bit bulkier. Now, don't let that scare you away, because this comes in at an amazing price. That $379, that is a great price for this set. Okay, so worst case scenario, you get it. You can always get another, golf bag. Remember, golf bags in many ways are like purses. You can always have multiple ones. You might want, one that's smaller for this situation, bigger for that one. Sometimes you're going to walk, sometimes you're going to ride. So don't let this cart bag deter you. Okay, so I just wanted to say that. You can see here it comes with a nice complement of clubs. We get the driver, the 5-wood, the 5 hybrid, 6 through 9 in the irons, the pitching wedge, and again, this one also comes with, you can see there in that picture, that nice little, kind of like a semi-mallet blade there, but they're calling it a mallet putter, which is just fine. Again, going to be very forgiving and very friendly. Just like the other Top Flite set, this one comes in 2 height ranges, the petite and the standard. And again, just a little bit higher in the price point, but a great set that will do you well for quite some time at $379. The Top Flite Flawless 14-piece. Again, remember I said 3 great sets coming in under $400. But what would a list be without a little bit bonus coverage? Now, before I flip here, I'm going to say that this one does go a little bit above the price point that we're talking about here. But this is just an amazing set. And I've got to tell you, I probably teach 50 ladies that play with this set, and they love them. Okay, this one comes in at $549, but this set is unquestionably high quality. Not that any of the other ones were, but if you know anything about golf and golf companies, you may have heard the brand named Callaway. Callaway is one of the greatest club makers out there. Well, they have kind of a subdivision, but it's made on the same assembly line as the other clubs. So don't feel like it's just, a sub quality product. This is just their kind of developmental line, if you will, the Callaway Strata line. And this is the Callaway Strata Ultimate complete set for women. It comes in set for gentlemen and ladies. So you want to be mindful if you're clicking around and looking at that. Okay, so this Callaway Strata complete set is awesome. Now, right here and right now, because frankly, with the pandemic and just the explosion that golf has enjoyed in the past couple of years, some of the options and fun stuff like colors, because this bag comes in, I don't know, 5 or 6 colors, but right now I think there are only a couple of colors available. But again, remember, you can always change the bag, so don't get caught up in the bag color. But this set is phenomenal. Very high quality clubs, great for beginners. And I'll explain what I mean by long-term compatibility in just a moment. But it comes in, now this one only comes in regular length, and I know that's a bummer, but most people are going to fit in that. So that's the good news. But I know for those who are fit in the petite realm and those fit in the tall ones, kind of bummer for us. Nonetheless, this complete set includes driver. It's a 3-wood. And let me say this, the 3-wood is very user-friendly. The 3-wood can be a challenging club to hit for many golfers, particularly developmental golfers. But Callaway has taken the time to make this a very user-friendly 3-wood, which I think is really smart. It also comes with the 4 and 5 hybrids, irons 6 through 9, pitching wedge, a sand wedge, and a blade putter. So this one's a little bit different. It's going to be kind of long and skinny, hence the term blade. Very user-friendly. Nice MOI to help you, to correct those off-center putts that you may hit and that type of thing. This bag comes with, it's really easy to carry. As you can see right here, we have those dual straps, but as it fits on as a backpack. But, it does come as a stand bag now. In previous iterations, it wasn't a stand bag, but now it is a stand bag. And what I mean here, yes, absolutely great for beginners. And what I mean by long-term compatibility is that this is absolutely, truly one of those sets that you can grow into, right? So I've said that with all of these sets, but I see many, many golfers play with this set for, a really long time. a long time. And that's a good news. It's a high quality set. None of the sets that I mentioned are cheap and going to break on you. But these are high quality clubs here, and people feel confident about playing with these. Again, you'll notice some subtleties here. But you know, sometimes, as we say, right, we get what we pay for. So notice this one does come in, I guess maybe, you know, a few $100s more than our lowest price set. So, you know, just something to consider. But this is a great set, and something to consider. Like I said, I know that I said 3 amazing sets under 400, but I had to sneak this one in kind of as an honorable mention because it is such a proven champion for new and developing golfers. So I hope that's been helpful. Let me know in the comments, are you a beginner? Do you have clubs yet? What's been kind of holding you off from getting clubs? Let me know. I love to hear from you. Thanks so much. If you're catching this on the replay, be sure to type replay. If there's a topic about beginner golf or equipment or anything around that you'd love for me to cover, please put that in the notes. I love to hear from you. The feedback is how I know how to serve you, because that's what I'm here to do. So again, right here, you can see all the notes. Don't hesitate. You can find me on social. I hang out on all of them, but I really hang out the most on YouTube. Of course, I'm right here, and Instagram, but you can find me at any of those. And of course, you can always just drop me a note at hello@Dr. Greta Golf. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you. And I hope that you have a great day, and we will see you soon. Take care.